Hi, it's Russ from Product Expert, and I've got myself a copy of the Predator PL, standing for Player. It's a low-cost, easy-to-use preset version of Predator. So it gives you shed loads of presets. I mean shed loads, thousands of them it would seem, to go through. Also, some very basic changing that you can do to it then. So you can do some very basic editing stuff as filters and the envelopes and stuff like that, and the amp envelopes. So that's the basis of the thinking behind it. So it's for those. Rob Papen makes some fantastic sense, and he's really worked hard to educate people with some of his learning materials into understanding synths. But some people just want to get up a synth and just go through sounds and find sounds. And so this will satisfy you if you're that kind of person. It will satisfy you on two ways. It will satisfy you because it's easy to use, and also it's low cost. It's an exclusive with Sweetwater that he's done. So you're going to have to buy this from Sweetwater if you want to buy it. It's $59. So it's a steal. So I'm going to give you a show and tell review, and it's all pretty straightforward. Just by looking at it, what you have here is your presets down here, your banks of presets there. And then up the top here, we have the play mode. That could be poly, mono, and different versions of that. And then there's an arpeggiator as well that you can use, which is here. There's also a chord mode as well, where you can put a chord in, and every time you press the note, it will play that chord. So you can learn the chord by pressing first, let's say C, then E, and then G. And then when you play that, it will play a C chord. And then if you play a D note, it will play a D chord. So that's the chord mode. Then it has a thing called a strum option, where you can actually make those notes play slightly apart from each other to give it a feeling of strumming. Then we have the editor section here. So we've got the oscillator wave types and volumes and octaves. And then we have the filter section, filter 2. Then we have the amp section, which is the attack, decay, sustain and release. That's the time it takes for the sound to start and end. Then we have the 3 FX generators here, which you can just go in and turn on and off. And then some basic stuff where you can go through and check the original versus the one you just edited. Then, of course, there's a master volume here. So the best thing to do is to probably just show you a bit in action. So the best place to start if you're going to buy this is to go into the introduction banks, which is full of sounds. And you can see they're helpfully set out there, so you can see these are set up that says it's an ARP. And so you can then go through and start editing. So that we could go into the filter here. Make it shorter though. Change the envelope on that. Then you can compare it against the original, as I say. So it's very easy to use without patronising. So you still need to know a little bit about synthesis to use it. Then here's the effects. There's the chorus, and stereo delay. And then if we wanted to, we could actually come there. That's chord mode at the moment, so as I press the notes, it's playing them as a chord. I could go to. So there's lots of different art modes you can use. So let me take that out of art mode for a second, and let me put it into strum mode. So we go to poly mode now. So it's we just open the decay time up for a minute. We'll go to chord mode and we'll go learn. So I'm going to go C, 3 chords in, 3 notes in, sorry. I could learn that again. I could put it as a minor chord instead, learn. play. I'm simply playing a C note, a G and an F. And I've got a track here I've started already that's just to show you some ideas. So I can now play along with this track. I've got an arpeggiator going, a bass part. I've got Boom playing a bit of drum stuff. I can play those chords in there. It's as simple as that. Now the cool thing is as well, because there's so many presets in here, it's very easy to find stuff by using the find command, and it's just word searchable. So we can go in and we can say, okay, I'd like to find see if there's any Juno stuff in here, Juno 60, let's find that. And it then gives us all the stuff in different banks. It tells you where it is, and you can just browse them from here. I like that, and I could put that bass part into this track now. I could try that with the track. I think, I like that, but just get a bit lost in the track, so we put the frequency back up. Yeah, I like that, so I'll try that now in the track. Bit more in there. And it's as simple as that. And again, if I want to try something else and go to find again, and I'll say, okay, I'd like to find a trance, or go into one. These are all the trance presets. The other thing you'll realise as well is it sounds great. So it's Predator basically. It's the sounds of Predator, but it's a preset player. It's got a rompler kind of thing. So it's an analog style synthesizer. So it's not analog. It's digital, but it's giving you those kind of analog sounds. And as I say, it's pretty straightforward to go through. And there's not much more to say really. It just sounds great. There's a load of presets in there. So at $59, there's not a lot to say apart from it's an excellent piece of gear to have in your arsenal. If you love making dance music and pop music and you want a load of classic sounds and a load of vintage stuff as well, some lovely classic synths in there, as well as stuff that you're hearing in the charts all the time now that you can tweak and make your own, then you won't go wrong by grabbing a copy of this. I'm going to give it Editor's Choice Award because for the price and for the features and for the sounds and for the quality of those sounds, to be honest, it's a steal. It's not a sale item. This is its price all the time. I'd add it to my arsenal if I was making this kind of music. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.